Up and welcome to the trade recap from today. I just took this trade right now. I just decided to do this trade recap and record it here right directly after my trade. So yeah, I don't know, price action right now is pretty ass. But yeah, anyways, so as you can see, we are currently at all-time highs. Trading the S&P and the Nasdaq is kind of chopping around here, so yeah, it's just pretty weird price action the past few days. This is actually the first day of the week, Wednesday, that I take a trade, because the past few days was just, yeah, pretty unpredictable price action, and price was just moving so heavily in upwards and downwards direction without any confluences. It was just a waterfall to the downside, or we had like crazy bullish candles to the upside without any confluences. So today I was like, okay, it's time to find an entry, and yeah, eventually I found an entry. So yeah, as you can see, as I said, we are currently trading the all-time highs on the S&P 500, and pretty much the only liquidity that we had resting above us was this 15-minute high. Was it also an hourly high, sorry. And yeah, so I was definitely bearish, so I had a bearish bias. As you can see, we had all these low resistance lows stacked up here, and I for sure wanted to see that market is taking them out eventually, and this is exactly what happened so far, with at least a few 50-minute lows, low resistance lows, aka equal lows, relatively equal lows, name them however the fuck you want to, but these are just liquidities that I want to get taken out. It's like this typical, Jesus Christ, it's just a typical pattern of upstairs motion, you know. And it's the same, by the way, when I see this from a bearish trend, when we have like these downstairs pattern, you know. So every time I see this, we just create low resistance liquidity above, in this case below, these lows. So whenever I see these patterns, this is always for me a strong indicator how I am orientating my bias for the day. So I saw this and I was like, hell yeah, I want to short that market today. And the only really confluence that I wanted to see was the liquidity sweep. Unfortunately, we swept out this only high that we had on the ES left above us pre-market. As you can see, market opened as always at 4:30 my time, and here you can see clearly that we swept this high pre-market. So it was a pre-market sweep, and I was like, you know what, let's just see how market behaves, because pre-market sweeps can sometimes be very, very good, and can sometimes very fuck you over. So what I am looking forward is the price action after this pre-market sweep. And I was thinking of, let me delete this actually, and I was thinking of just maybe search for more confluences off of this pre-market sweep. And hell yeah, we got them. So as you can see, we had a flush to the downside as soon as market opened. Then we were consolidating a little bit, and in this bearish 1 minute fair value gap, and I was like, okay, if we get a bearish reaction out of this now, this is enough for me. We have inversed basically this entire imbalance right here. I think it was a 5-minute imbalance. We broke structure to the downside with that black candle. We were forming a bearish fair value gap, and we were retesting this fair value gap and got a reaction out of it. I entered somewhere here. I think market just filled me in the middle of this candle, and my targets obviously were some of these low resistance lows. So my first TP was this low resistance low, because this is the only low that gave me at least a good risk to reward ratio at my first TP, and took my profits here, close half of my position out here, moved my stops to break even. My position is still active, till this point, but market is just consolidating right now. So yeah, either way, I get stopped out at break even up here, or market decides to take out the rest of these resting liquidities down here. So yeah, but I think it will take a lot of time until anything happens right here, because as you can see on the 1 minute, we're just chopping around here, and the price action is just ass. So yeah, closed half of my position on my first TP, as you can see, and now I'm just waiting for price to do something, either stop me out or to hit another take profit. So yeah, these were my confluences. This time I used the pre-market liquidity sweep, trading the all-time highs, break of structure, fair value gap retest, and bearish reaction out of it, just because my bias was so bearish and I was so confident about it. Maybe that's also the market experience that you get when you're trading literally every single day for over 2 years. So yeah, with that being said, hope you guys learned something from today. Hope you guys stay healthy. Appreciate you. See you on the next trade recap. Bye.